Hello everybody, welcome back to Survival Challenge. So, it's a new day, there is rain in the forecast, not so good, but as you can see, we do now have 2 more full pallets to move out of the trigger. We're not actually going to do anything with them just yet because we can't afford a spinnery, and yeah, it's not the right time to sell raw wool anyway, so it just wants to be put to the left of here. But of course, in the previous episode, we purchased a new plot of land, and the plots of land on this save game, on this map, are quite large. So we have a lot of grass mainly to deal with. There we go. Maybe there's some more lettuce pallets as well. I believe lettuce is best priced in the winter, so we're getting there, but not quite good enough to sell just yet. Yeah, really we're waiting for January to sell most of our products, but probably 2 at each. Yep. Oh crikey! There we go. Yeah, I was reading the comments from my video I put on a few days ago of transplanting trees in real life. There's my trailer. And quite a few people wanting to see more real life videos, so I might start to do those. That's weird. I'm sure that just automatically strapped itself. That's just spooky. That's very spooky. It would have been handy if I'd already put them on. Anyway, we've got these 2 over here, so we'll get these 2, and then we're going to go and check out the new plot. I'm not too sure if any fields are ready to harvest. No, they're not. Good. Yeah, that is good, because we want to focus on the new plot. Chainsaw is in the new plot currently, with the combine harvester just harvesting the wild oats. You don't get much, and it is a bit of a monotonous job trying to find the little patches of wild oats, but yeah, it's still worth a few £1,000s. And I think if you were told there's a few £1,000s laying in a field, you'd go and find those few £1,000s. You wouldn't just say, "Ah, it's just a few £1,000. I can't be bothered." So yeah, it's worth it. Anyway, pop this onto here. There we go. So we can probably leave everything here for the time being. The greenhouses are all good. And yeah, it wants to be cut really. The grass does want to be cut. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Chainsaw has got the mower. Drop off the stump grinder there. Of course there are more trees within that plot which do need to be cut down. But yeah, first things first, cut and rake. Now we unfortunately don't have a very big windrower. It is bigger than it used to be. The previous one didn't grow. I did go and buy a new one. But it would obviously be super nice to have a super big one. But we've just got to keep saving up for that because we only have a very, very depressing £344, although we're getting more asset rich recently. We're getting more and more assets, so yeah, it's getting more and more promising. Less concerning because we have money in the equipment and in the land. And if that is the same width as this, if the mower is the same width as the windrower, it's going to be easy anyway. Looks like it probably is. Nice, and we can finally windrow the bits that I cut in the past, but they were out of bounds. So we're going to properly experience the vastness of this new land. Although it will be a little bit tricky to see where the boundary is initially. Chainsaw might have found it. Let's just check the minimap. Oh wow, it's all the way up here somewhere. Yeah, if I don't know if I can run ahead, I'm probably not fast enough, but if I stand roughly on the corner of the property line, it's so far. I could even mark it actually with the landscaping tool. Right, we're getting close. We are definitely getting close. I don't know if you can landscape outside of your boundary. No, you can't. So that is the property line just there. I've just... oh, actually, it doesn't matter. It looks like we're not going to go up to there immediately anyway. That's probably a good thing, because this is already going to take a long time. But it's marked. We've marked it. That will not regrow. So that's all very handy. And now it's raining. Oh, good. Just what we wanted. Oh, look, more wild oats. Oh. Looks like Chainsaw missed these. In that case, what I would do is I'll get the combine and I'll very, very quickly get those harvested. Crikey, I left the windrower going. Health and safety at its finest. Yeah, so it's actually beyond where Chainsaw mowed to. Like I said, fairly monotonous job, but it is worth doing. Right, so yeah, I know a bit of a mega time lapse there, but we did have to get all that done, and we still have a fair chunk to do. Maybe for that piece, because it does sort of go up there, it sort of tapers off over there, maybe I should go up and down the field for that piece? Possibly. I might turn here. It's, yeah, a bit of an awkward shape, because once again we do have a tree island. It's tree island version 2. I think we should probably get rid of tree island version 2 eventually. Yeah, because there's money in the wood, and as you can see, it just creates awkward shapes, which makes it inefficient to do our farming. So that will go, I would imagine. We will at some point extend to the field boundary, although actually it's very flat up here, so this might be a really good place to start building productions. Well, once we have the money again. Luckily we've got loads and loads of silage bells waiting to be sold, and yeah, this is likely going to all be silage bells, so if only we could afford a bigger baler. This would have been the perfect opportunity, but as you can see we only have £270, so that's sort of out of the question. Yeah, really awkward actually, this. Not ideal. And it's raining, which just makes it even worse. And we really shouldn't be doing it in the rain, but as the game doesn't restrict us or penalise us in any way, yeah, we're just going to keep going. Luckily, there is sunshine in the forecast, so well, maybe a few hours. Maybe by lunchtime it'll be raining. That'd be nice. Might be wishful thinking. But yeah, that seems to be a fairly good way of doing it. But we're still going to get left with a very annoying triangle. And because I've removed this side, I can then go up and down the field again, hopefully. Or going across the field again. Okay. But it is a nice, big, new plot. No idea if this is going to remain as grass or if it's going to be turned into an arable field. I would imagine it's going to be cultivated up. That would make the most sense. But I think, yeah, production area or maybe another yard or something up here would be good. Most likely a production area. Okay, so continuing on. Yeah, this feels like my last single-player series of Survival Challenge, where I bought that plot and then had to cut and bale and wrap the entire plot of grass. It took, it took I think several episodes, but of course this is easier because there's two of us. So yeah, Survival Challenge multiplayer makes perfect sense, but it's still a massive job. And yeah, wrapping all these with those front loader wrappers is going to be extremely slow. And I say wrappers, that's in my dream. We actually have just the one. It would be nice to have another one. So yeah, just one wrapper, pretty slow wrapper, on a front loader. We don't have the money for a second one. Oh, that's going to be fun. Well, I suppose what we could do is take it in turns, because somebody's going to have to load the trailer. Although, if the price of silage is okay, we might be able to sell some silage bales today. We're getting very close now to the best time, but it would still be a shame not to sell the silage, or at least all the silage at the same time, when the price is best. Yeah, let me just check. Silage, there it is. 309. 345 is where we're going to be peaking roughly. Might go a bit higher. So yeah, it's not terrible. Definitely not terrible. I think we're pretty much done there. Might just pull that into one. There we go. Makes it a bit easier. Okay, so we'll get the one wrapper attached. I will ideally need to have a rear weight. It should be lurking somewhere, unless... yeah, where would that be? Oh, it's right there. I'm just looking around everywhere except for where it actually is. In front of the pile of potatoes. And of course, yes, we also have the potatoes to sell. But when was the best time for potatoes? We actually could still wash them if we got a potato washer. Am I blind? Where are the potatoes? I am blind. Yeah, January 378. 320. So yeah, the price is getting close. Really not too bad. But the longer we wait, the more we make. So it would feel wrong to rush it. Of course, the trailer is also fully loaded with the lettuce. So, that's not good. Lettuce. Let me see how long it takes me to find that. 1684. Yeah, again. We could do better. Still, they don't have to be sold. They could just be put next to the sell point, and then we can push them into the selling trigger once that best price turns up. But yeah, the trailer will have to be unloaded, unless we use the other trailer. But I think using the logging trailer will be a bit tricky. Very tricky. So let the wrapping commence. Not fast either. Oh, although we can probably have auto unload. Yes, there we go. Oh, crikey. There we go. So I'll see you next year. decent amount there, but obviously really just scratching the surface. There are so many to do. And you can see how much baling there is left to do as well. So much baling. Yeah. It is going to take a long time. We do. Bigger baler. I suppose if you think about it this way, we probably shouldn't have even touched this plot before we had the money to get some bigger machinery, because it's just ridiculous. But then, yeah, these wrappers that we have, they'll have a limitation on the size of bale they can do. We could sell the silage bales early. Can't spell today. But yeah, we wouldn't be getting the best price ever. Okay, so the baler wrapper combination is 85,000. That seems to be a good thing to work towards. But it does mean that, yeah, for this field, we're going to be stuck with what we currently have. So I think, yeah, we're just going to have to suffer this once. But in the end, it will all pay off. It will all be worth it. Yeah, it's just the way it is. It's just going to be slow. But yeah, this next time lapse, I know there's just what else can we do? We've got to do time lapses. But this next time lapse is going to finish the rest of this field with the baling. We can sell the silage. Not quite there for the best price though. See, the question is, will those bales make £85,000? If they do, brilliant. But it's a risk, because if we sell them now and we don't have £85,000, then we still can't get what we want, and we've just taken a lower price. So it's a real gamble. Yeah. Oh no, I've turned my engine off. It wouldn't be hard to sell them, it'd be very quick. Oh no, I've not engaged the PTO. Okay, well let's go and sell these silage bales then. I just hope it's going to generate enough money. £85,000 is quite hard to achieve. It's like, what do you do for the best? I suppose actually you could calculate it. We could calculate it. I will go and make a calculation, because we know how much we've got in each bale, and that'll be a much wiser thing to do than taking a risk. Although it does mean counting the dreaded things. Oh good grief. Well, I know a better way of doing this. Fly up into the air. I may miscount this, but it's just a rough idea. So 2, 4, 6. Yeah, there's about 40. Like, you can pause and count these if you want to accurately. I'm just going to say 40. Just a very, very quick calculation. So yeah, if I just get my calculator out on my phone, 1 second. Right, so we have got 3,500 litres in each bale. Times that by 40, that's 140,000 litres, so that's basically 140. And the price was, I think it was 310. Yeah. So 310 times 140, £43,400. That is rough, might not be accurate, but it's close enough, and it's certainly close enough to say that it's not enough money. So yeah, not worth doing. So Chainsaw's over there, continuing on with the wrapping. I'm going to continue on with the baling, getting this done. It actually probably won't take too much longer with the baling, but yeah. Wow. Where do the bales go? That's weird. Yeah, this is weird. I think if I leave the game and come back, it will correct it, but currently half the bales have gone invisible. And as you can see, I think I've just mounted one. So that's well, not good. I will just leave and come back. Hopefully it fixes it. Ah, perfect. Okay, so the bales have returned, looking a lot more full. Yeah, they just weirdly disappeared. I don't know why. This game is bizarre at times. It has the most interesting of glitches. Well, the good news is the baling is almost done. The bad news is there's still loads more bales to wrap. And yeah, if we're going to get the best price for them, they do really need to be done today. But we've only got one wrapper, so yeah, I'd love to help, but I really can't. I can't even, we're not allowed to rent, and I'm not allowed to take out a loan. We can't afford to buy one, so yeah, my hands are sort of tied. I think we will be able to get the final bale. Well, we will. I'm going to say that with confidence because I know there's bits lying around which we can go and pick up if necessary. And then, yeah, there's no statistics in multiplayer, so we can't see how many bales we've produced, and we didn't reset before we started, which is unfortunate. Okay, right, so we need 8%. Will not be tricky at all, especially with such a tiny baler. Here we go. This will do it. But that actually is quite interesting that on this series overall we have produced 255 bales. And, well, most of those seem to have been today. Wow. Well, I suppose there are a lot done. Blimey. Well, as I said, the trailer is sort of busy. We could potentially use the logging trailer. It's not ideal. Not ideal at all. I could give it a go. Okay, where's this baler going? I should know, but it seems to have a mind of its own. But this will be the last time we do anything as ridiculous as this, because we're going to buy the combination baler, so we'll bale and wrap all at the same time, and there'll be bigger bales. Well, we'll make sure it's a combination baler which can do bigger bales. Okay. Silage bales are quite heavy as well. Yeah, the rear weight is obviously in use. But I don't think we're going to do much with this trailer anyway, so we'll just put as many as we can onto here, and then, yeah, it'll mostly be a job for next time. Just something is better than nothing. don't think we'll be able to pick up 2 at a time. It'll make all the difference actually if those supports are without collision. Oh, they've got a collision, okay. Right, well, yeah, the only way of doing it is by setting the tines really close together, stabbing the bale roughly in the centre. That wasn't really roughly in the centre, but anyway, there we go. And then just do that. Really, it's never going to be good, but it's something. So I'll load up a few. Well, actually, it's gone better than I thought. I thought it wouldn't even load. I thought we wouldn't be able to load it at all. So the fact that it's this full, just looking messy, is quite an achievement. And you never know, I might be able to squeeze another one on. Yeah, no idea how many bells we have. We just need to get fewer of them, more litres in each one. Nice. Very nice. I think that's probably my side high enough. Of course, unloading is fine. We just need to sort of push them off the trailer. But yeah, the biggest thing is fermentation. They need to ferment. Only 2%, but we'll be resting between this episode and the next one. So that gives time for the other ones to increase in value. We might sell them next time. Obviously the price is going to be higher than what it is currently. So yeah, the longer we wait, the higher that price gets. It's already higher. It was 310, now it's 312. And yeah, October, you can see here, it's going to be another big jump. Actually, the jump between November and December is only marginal. So maybe next month is going to be good enough. Anyway, we are going to leave it here. It's been a kind of crazy episode, but the new plot of land has been dealt with. And yeah, it's all going to get better from now on. So thank you so much for watching. There's a link down below for Chensel's video. Please do remember to like and subscribe, and until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.